Hi guys! So today we are going to be talking about Cambly Kids, and more specifically, Cambly Kids versus Cambly. If you see my content, then you know that I've talked about the kids version of Cambly as far as teaching in almost every video where I talk about Cambly. So I'm going to get into a little bit about why that is the case and how I compare the two, and also stick around for how you can apply to be a Cambly Kids teacher. So let's get to it. So the first area where I compare Cambly Kids versus Cambly is the conversations. So in Cambly Kids, the conversations are always prepared. And here is a short little clip of how you can get to it. A little bit later on, I'll go into this in more detail, but these are some of the lessons that are always prepared for you. Whenever you're doing a Cambly Kids class, you will always have a lesson prepared for you. And this is because when the kids sign up, they are signing up for a course. And so they are in the process of completing that course. Unlike Cambly, where sometimes you aren't always sure what you're going to talk about when you log on or go to that reservation. Sometimes you might know, they might send you a link before class, or even when you first log into class, they will send you a link, but that is not always the case. You may know because you've prepared something, but for me, it's a little bit easier with Cambly Kids because I know what to expect, and also the student knows what to expect. So Cambly Kids gets my vote in conversations. So the next area that I would like to compare Cambly Kids and Cambly are the students. Now, when I say the students, I think about their personalities, and I also think about their language abilities. When you're on Cambly, that varies greatly. You don't know who you're going to talk to. You don't know what level of their language skills are at as of yet. But I feel like with Cambly Kids, you almost always know what to expect. Now, granted, sometimes the kids may be a little bit lower than what you were expecting, but almost 9 times out of 10, I would say, they have about the same level. And the personalities on Cambly Kids, I'm not sure if it's just because they're kids, but I love the personalities that they have compared to most adults. Most times adults, they might be a little embarrassed that they have to try to learn a language, or they might be a little bit more reserved. But with the kids, they're very outgoing and friendly, and I love that, and that makes me feel more comfortable as a teacher. So again, I would have to say Cambly Kids wins in this matchup. I feel like I'm a little biased, maybe. So now the third area is pay, and of course we know that Cambly Kids has better pay because you get $12 an hour with Cambly Kids versus $10 an hour with Cambly. So if you want to break that up into minutes, that was, let's see, 17 minutes, I believe, per minute with Cambly, and 17 cents per minute with Cambly, and 20 cents per minute with Cambly Kids. So of course, Cambly Kids wins in this one as well. Now the fourth area where I would like to compare Cambly Kids and Cambly is the schedule. Now this one is a little bit different because the scheduling with Cambly Kids is a bit restrictive. The peak time with Cambly Kids is about, in my time, which is the Eastern time zone, is I think between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. or 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. Now that is larger than most other companies, but I will have to check that. It'll be somewhere here. And Cambly, just regular Cambly, is 24 hours a day. So anytime you want to teach, you can log on. So there is a bit of difference as far as the availability when you would want to teach with Cambly Kids and you want to teach with Cambly. Your schedule might not allow you to teach with Cambly Kids. So that is a bit of a downfall. So I would have to say Cambly wins in that schedule, on the schedule. But for me, that is perfect because that's the only time I teach. So Cambly Kids wins for me personally. But if you are a new tutor, you might be more, Cambly might be better for you schedule-wise. The fifth area that we're going to talk about with Cambly Kids versus Cambly is reservation consistency. And what I mean by that is how many times you get a reservation. So with Cambly Kids, almost all of my reservations are from Cambly Kids. Rarely do I have a new Cambly student that reserves me. I think in order to really get that relationship, you have to do priority hours. And once you do that a few times, you would of course find some students that fit well with your personality. But for Cambly Kids, you will have a planned schedule. So it's easier to plan your schedule with Cambly Kids because people actually book you and they'll actually look at your schedule. Unlike Cambly, where I don't get a lot of bookings with Cambly. I don't know if that's just because of my profile, but me personally, I don't get a lot of reservations with them. So I like the consistency of the schedule with Cambly Kids, and I like how they plan their classes beforehand. So I would have to go again with Cambly Kids. The sixth and last area where I will compare Cambly Kids and Cambly is the application process. So with Cambly Kids, nowadays the application process is a little bit different. So the application process, you would want to click on your profile picture in the top right corner of your Cambly dashboard and click on Edit Profile. And then once you see that, you're going to scroll down and click on Apply to become a Kids Tutor. Then you're going to fill out your Kids Tutor profile and submit. Okay, and of course, you're going to also want to have a new intro video. And you can see an example of a Cambly Kids intro video here. I just uploaded this. So watch it and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about that. So once that is done, you're going to submit. Now, that is pretty similar to the Cambly profile. It's really not much different from the Cambly profile. So there, I would say that they tie on that. Now, it was a while ago that process was different, but I would say that they tie on the application process. So it is time to see who won between Cambly Kids and Cambly. I already imagine who it is, but of course it is Cambly Kids with 5 out of 6 compared to Cambly, which is 2 out of 6. Now, both of these companies, of course, are great, and I would recommend them both to you. If you would like to find out more about how to sign up for Cambly, then check out my video here. And if you still have some more questions, just comment or contact me, let me know, and I will be happy to do another video on that or just answer your question. So for me, Cambly Kids, of course, is the winner. If you're ready to become a Cambly Kids teacher, if you're ready to put a little extra cash in your pocket, then sign up with Cambly using my referral link, which you will find in the description box. And if you do use my referral link, let me know. I'll be happy to help you with any tips and tricks that I've found. Okay, so until next time.